Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the star of our show, Terry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Music and Me, the podcast where we celebrate the songs that shape our lives from the first lullaby to the latest chart topper. I'm your host, Terry, and today's episode is one that is extra close to my heart. We're talking about songs for babies and young children, from those sweet, sleepy lullabies for newborns all the way to the silly, giggle-inducing tunes for preschoolers. And not just because I love music, but because my family has a very special reason to celebrate right now. This episode is lovingly dedicated to my amazing niece, Haley, her wonderful husband, Xavier, and the newest little melody that they'll be adding to our family very soon. I am so excited for them, and honestly, I'm already picturing myself as the cool, fun aunt who teaches the baby all the best songs, possibly before the baby can even hold their head up. I was already a very cool aunt to my nieces and nephews, and now I'm going to be a great, great aunt to my niece's baby. I'm so excited. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how music helps children grow, learn, and bond at every stage. And at the end, we're going to wrap it up with a special spotlight on one of Haley's favorite childhood songs, the gloriously silly classic On Top of Spaghetti. So get comfy, grab a blanket or a plate of spaghetti, and let's get started. When babies are brand new, they're suddenly surrounded by a whole world of strange sounds. The hum of the fridge, car engines, barking dogs, and the occasional pan clattering to the floor. But in the middle of all that, lullabies are like little pockets of calm. They're gentle, repetitive, and have this amazing ability to soothe a baby's busy mind while also becoming a special bonding moment with parents or caregivers. So here are some of the most timeless lullabies, along with a peek at their background and why they've been favorites for generations. So let's start with Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I love this song so much. It's so beautiful, and I still sing it today. This sweet, familiar tune actually started as a French melody in the 1700s called, and forgive me for this pronunciation because you know I don't speak French, but it was called À vous diriger, maman. The English lyrics that we all know come from an early 19th century poem by Jane Taylor. It's been sung in nurseries all over the world for hundreds of years. Why does it work so well for babies? Well, the melody rises and falls in a predictable pattern, which helps newborns start to recognize musical shapes. That predictability is comforting for them. It's also slow and steady, making it easy for parents to sing softly while rocking their little one. And because so many of us have heard it as babies ourselves, it's almost like passing down a family heirloom, only instead of jewelry, it's a song. This is also one of the songs I can actually play on the piano, so I'm excited about that. I love Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's a very beautiful song. Next, we have Brahms' Lullaby, which is also known as Lullaby and Goodnight. This song was composed by Johannes Brahms in 1868, and this lullaby was actually a gift for a friend who had just had a baby. It's been a staple in baby music ever since. It's become a baby's best friend at bedtime because it has a slow, rocking rhythm that mimics the feeling of being cradled in someone's arms. The gentle sway in the music can help regulate a baby's breathing and heart rate, easing them into sleep. Parents love it because you can hum it endlessly without it feeling repetitive. And at 2 a.m., humming can feel a lot easier than remembering full lyrics. Next, we have Hush Little Baby. I love this song too. This American folk lullaby has been around for centuries, and it's basically one long list of promises to keep a baby from crying. Promises that get more unusual as the song goes on. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird? That sounds sweet enough, but by the time you get to a billy goat, you realize you might be making some purchases you just can't deliver. Why do babies love it? The repetitive structure is like a gentle rhythm for their developing brains. They start to expect what comes next. It's also playful enough that parents can make up new verses on the fly. Trust me, personalizing the song with Mama's Gonna Buy You a Plate of Spaghetti can get a laugh from older siblings while still calming the baby. Last in this category, we have the classic Rockabye Baby. This lullaby has been sung for hundreds of years, possibly dating back to the 1600s. While the image of a cradle falling from a tree branch is a little questionable for a bedtime song, the melody itself is pure comfort. Why does it still work today? Because the soft flowing tune and lifting sway just feel like being rocked in a parent's arms. Babies respond to the motion and to the smooth, even notes. And because the words are simple, parents can easily hum or sing without thinking too hard. A big plus when you're short on sleep. If you hum these songs while making gentle eye contact, you're not just helping your baby drift off, you're also building their sense of connection, security, and love. Even if your singing voice isn't exactly stage ready. To a newborn, your voice is their favorite sound in the world. So by the time babies hit 6 months, they're starting to get more curious about the world around them. They're not just hearing music, they're starting to respond to it. They might wiggle, bounce, clap, or try to mimic sounds. This is the stage where interactive songs really shine. They encourage babies to participate, build motor skills, and help them connect the idea that actions can go along with music. So it's like baby dancing. Yay! Here are some classics that are perfect for this stage. First up, we have Patty Cake. One of the oldest nursery rhymes in the English language, Patty Cake, dates back to the late 1600s, which means babies have been clapping along to it for centuries. It's simple, it's rhythmic, and it invites interaction right from the start. Why is it great for babies? Because the clapping motions help with coordination, while the repetitive words encourage early language skills. Babies start to recognize the rhythm and may try to imitate your movements. Plus, the little mark it with a B part gives parents a chance to personalize it, whether the B is for baby, Bella, or banana. Though I wouldn't recommend baking a banana cake for an infant just yet. I remember playing patty cake with all my nieces and nephews. It's just classic. Next up, we have the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Now, this song is fun. I love this song. This song is more than just a cute story about a determined spider. It's a miniature finger workout for tiny hands. The hand movements mimic the spider climbing up and down the waterspout, and babies are fascinated watching you act it out. Why exactly do babies love this song? Because the visual of your moving fingers paired with the words makes the song more memorable. It builds coordination, keeps their attention, and starts teaching them sequencing. First, the spider climbs up. Then the rain comes down. Then the sun comes out, and so on. It's a whole story packed into a few short lines. Another thing I noticed about while researching all these baby songs and kid songs, they're very short, which I guess they have to be because kids don't really have long attention spans. I don't either, so they're perfect for me too. I can't wait to do Itsy Bitsy Spider with Haley's baby. It's going to be so much fun. Next up, we have If You're Happy and You Know It. Nobody knows exactly when this song was first written, but it's become one of the most popular action songs for kids all over the world. And for good reason. It's basically the musical version of Simon Says. Why is it perfect for this stage? Because babies are just starting to understand cause and effect. If they clap their hands when the song says clap their hands, they're following directions and joining in on the fun. It also encourages physical movement and makes them feel like they're part of the performance. And honestly, it's hard to sing the song without smiling, even if it's your 15th time through before breakfast. At this stage, music isn't just background noise, it's a tool for connection. Every clap, wiggle, and smile during these songs is helping babies learn how to interact with others, how to move their bodies, and how to express joy. And that's a skill worth singing about. So before we get into the toddler and preschool age, let's pause for my interesting fact segment. Yes, it's back this week. Welcome to my interesting fact segment. All right, friends, it's time for a fun little fact break. Did you know that babies actually start recognizing music before they're even born? That's right. Around 25 weeks into pregnancy, babies can hear sounds from the outside world, including music. Research shows that if you play the same song regularly during pregnancy, your baby might actually recognize it after they're born. How cool is that? And here's another fun tidbit. Studies have found that lullabies like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or Rockabye Baby actually slow down a baby's heart rate and can even help regulate their breathing. Basically, singing to your baby isn't just adorable, it's science-approved baby magic. Oh, and get this. Researchers also discovered that babies prefer their parents' voices over any recording or professional singer. So don't worry if you're a little off key, your baby loves your version the most. That means technically you're already their favorite rock star. And now back to our episode. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that interesting fact segment. Now let's get into the toddlers and preschool age songs. The toddler age is my favorite age for kids because they're just so hilarious and adorable at that age. Once babies grow into toddlers, music becomes even more exciting and a lot louder. This is the age where little ones love to move, clap, spin, stomp, and sing along, even if half the lyrics come out as adorable gibberish. Between the ages of 1 and 3, kids are building their vocabulary, learning how to coordinate their movements, and starting to express themselves in new ways. That's why songs with repetition, simple melodies, and interactive actions are perfect at this stage. So here are a few toddler favorites and why they're more than just fun to sing. First up, we have Old MacDonald Had a Farm, a classic that dates back to at least the early 1900s, and it's been entertaining toddlers ever since. Every verse introduces a new animal along with its sound, which means this one can last as long as your energy, or your animal list does. Why is this song great for toddlers? Because this song teaches animal names, sounds, and early word recognition while keeping kids engaged through repetition. It also encourages participation because toddlers get to choose which animals join Old MacDonald's farm. And let's be honest, hearing a 2-year-old's version of a cow's moo or a duck's quack is comedy gold, which is why that's my favorite age for kids because they're just hilarious and so adorable. Next up, we have Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, which I remember singing this one as a kid. It was first published in the 1960s, and this song is basically a toddler-friendly full-body workout in disguise. The lyrics call out different body parts, and the movements help toddlers connect the words with what they mean. Why is this song perfect for this stage? Because it helps kids learn body awareness, coordination, and balance, all while building their vocabulary. Plus, once they've mastered the slow version, you can speed it up, which almost always leads to fits of giggles and occasional toddler chaos, or parent chaos, or aunt chaos in my case. I love when songs speed up because it's just so much fun. Next up, we have another classic, The Wheels on the Bus. This classic children's song first appeared in the U.S. in the 1930s and has been a preschool staple ever since. With each verse, something new happens on the bus. The wipers go swish, the horns go beep, and the babies, well, they go wah, wah, wah. Why do toddlers love it? Because the repetitive melody and predictable structure make it easy for kids to remember, while the motions keep them engaged. Acting out the wipers, doors, and wheels adds a physical element that's perfect for active little bodies. At this stage, music is doing more than just entertaining toddlers. It's teaching them how to move, how to speak, and how to interact with the world around them. These songs give them a chance to explore rhythm, language, and creativity, all while having fun. And if you've ever watched a toddler dance without a care in the world, you know music is giving them a little confidence boost too. Ooh, I can't wait for Haley's baby to be dancing around to the music. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. By the time kids hit the preschool years, music isn't just something they listen to, it's something they live. At this stage, they're singing louder, moving faster, and showing off their growing personalities. Between ages 3 and 5, kids are learning how to cooperate, follow instructions, and explore their creativity. Songs that include counting, rhyming, or group participation are especially powerful during this stage because they support both learning and social development. Here are a few preschool favorites that have been making kids laugh, move, and learn for generations. Let's start with 5 Little Monkeys. This lively counting song has been around for decades and is as fun as it is educational. It tells the story of 5 little monkeys jumping on a bed until one by one they fall off and bump their heads. Why is it great for preschoolers? Because the song teaches early math skills like counting backward, but it also introduces cause and effect in a playful way. Kids start to understand that actions have consequences. If the monkeys keep jumping, somebody's going to get hurt. Plus, acting out the falling off the bed part is always a crowd pleaser. Next up, we have Ring Around the Rosie. Believe it or not, this one has been around since the 19th century, and kids have been spinning and giggling to it ever since. Everyone holds hands, dances in a circle, and then all fall down at the end. Why do kids love it? Because it encourages group play and cooperation while helping preschoolers develop rhythm and balance. It's also one of the first songs where kids learn to synchronize their movements with others, which builds important social skills. And honestly, there's just something hilarious about the whole group collapsing into a heap at the same time. Now, I do remember singing this song a lot when I was a kid and being in a circle and we all fall down and then we'd laugh and it was fun. So I remember singing this song as a kid, and I can't wait to sing this song with the little future baby. Next up, we have Bingo. This one is an absolute classic. It's a cheerful little song about a farmer and his dog named Bingo. And with each verse, you clap in place of one of the letters in his name until you're clapping out the whole word. Why is it perfect for preschoolers? Bingo helps with early literacy and memory skills by connecting letters with sounds and rhythm. The clapping keeps kids engaged and moving, and the anticipation to when to replace letters with claps makes it fun and interactive. It's one of those songs where kids are learning without even realizing it. By this stage, music becomes a bridge, connecting creativity, learning, and friendship. Kids begin using songs to express themselves, work together with others, and explore their imaginations. And the best part? These songs often become little time capsules. Years from now, when they hear Bingo or start humming Ring Around the Rosie to their own kids, it'll bring them right back to these early joyful moments. Which doing this podcast and talking about these songs has made me remember my childhood and singing these songs with my nieces and nephews. So, that is true. All right, before we wrap up this episode, I have to dedicate a special little moment to my amazing niece, her wonderful husband, Xavier, and the newest little bundle of joy that they'll be welcoming very soon. And the baby might already be born when this podcast is out, so I'll let you know. Haley, this part is for you. And yes, you probably already know where I'm going with this because I asked you what your favorite kid song was. We can't talk about kid songs without talking about one of your absolute favorites on top of spaghetti. For anyone who hasn't heard it, this silly little tune tells the tragic story of a perfectly good meatball that goes rolling off a plate onto the floor and eventually out the door, all because somebody sneezed. It's dramatic, it's heartbreaking, it's also hilarious. Why is it perfect for kids? It's because it taps into the magic of silly storytelling. It teaches sequencing without kids even realizing it. The meatball rolls, it bounces, it disappears, and spoiler alert, eventually it turns into a tree. It's ridiculous in the very best way. Kids love it because it makes them laugh, and laughter is one of the most wonderful sounds you can hear from a child. Haley told me that she remembered this song and it's her favorite because she remembers it from a video about a camp and they sang the song in it. So, Haley, I know this song has always been one of your favorites, and I can already picture you singing it to your little one, probably with full dramatic flair. Because let's be honest, there's no other way to sing about the tragic fate of a runaway meatball. And Xavier, just be prepared because you're going to have this song stuck in your head. A lot. Consider this your official warning. But more than anything, this moment is about celebrating you both and the incredible journey ahead. Soon you're going to be rocking your baby to sleep, clapping along to nursery rhymes, and laughing together at all the silly little songs that will fill your home. Music has a way of becoming the soundtrack to our most precious memories, from lullabies at bedtime to spaghetti songs around the dinner table. And I know your baby's soundtrack is going to be filled with so much love, joy, and laughter. For one, Haley, you are an awesome singer, and I can't wait for you to just sing to your baby. And I hope that he will be a singer too. And then you two can sing together when you're older, and that is going to be so awesome. So here's to Haley and Xavier, and to the tiniest future listener of The Music in Me. I cannot wait to see all the music, memories, and giggles that are waiting just around the corner for your little family. All right, that's a wrap on today's episode. We've journeyed all the way from sweet, sleepy lullabies to silly spaghetti songs, exploring how music can shape a child's early development and bring families closer together. Whether it's helping babies drift off to sleep, teaching toddlers their first words, or getting preschoolers laughing and dancing, these songs become more than just melodies. They're memories in the making. Before we sign off, I want to send one more big hug to my niece Haley, her husband Xavier, and their future little one. I am so excited to watch this next chapter of your lives unfold and to see all the beautiful music your family will share together. And now, I have a little teaser for you. Our next episode is extra special also because it comes out the week of my birthday. To celebrate, I'm taking us back in time to one of the biggest hits of the year I was born and one of my personal all-time favorite songs, Dancing Queen by ABBA. I'll be doing a full song analysis of this classic, breaking down what makes it so iconic, why it still makes us want to hit the dance floor, and why it means so much to me. So get your disco shoes ready because this is going to be a birthday celebration you won't want to miss. Thank you so much for tuning in, for sharing this moment with me, and for being part of the Music in Me family. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow the podcast and share it with your friends and family. And remember, whether you're rocking a baby to sleep or singing about runaway meatballs, music has the power to create moments that last a lifetime. Until next time, I'm Terry, and I'll see you soon for my birthday episode where we'll be dancing like queens. Peace out, everybody. This has been the Music in Me podcast. Subscribe now so you don't miss a beat.